The average person is said to spend 15 minutes in the bathroom. Why not take advantage of that time and learn something new? Presenting the 15-minute podcast on weird facts, crazy details, and funny particulars that you'll be able to enjoy while you're taking a on your free time. Welcome to This Shit with Sam Butler. Welcome to another episode of the Shit Podcast. I have a very special episode for you guys today and a very special guest. A friend of mine, she's a chef, a sommelier, and also she has her own podcast and TV show. Her podcast is Otra Ronda. Thank you for being here with me today, my friend Jessica Aguirre.
Thank you, Sam. Hi, everybody, whenever you are doing whatever you are doing.
Well, welcome to the podcast. Thank you for doing it in English. I know it's your second language.
I know. I'm so nervous. This is my first time doing a podcast in English or doing a podcast other than myself. So I'm pretty nervous. Please, people, don't be rude.
No, I mean, come on, guys. You guys know this is a very international podcast, and we do it in 2 languages, and it's great. I appreciate you giving it the effort. I mean, I struggle sometimes in Spanish too, and so that's what this is about. Let's give it a shot. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Let's do this.
We're gonna talk about something that I think you might have a lot of knowledge about. We're going to talk about food.
Oh, yes. I love that.
I have a lot of knowledge about food too. You can tell. But
it doesn't seem like it, but I do too.
You have a very high metabolism.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know where I hide it, but yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I wish I had a high metabolism. I don't eat that much. It's like the quality of the food though. I've seen some of the stuff that you post up on your social media and it's like, wow.
It's not about eating a lot or in a big quantity, but it's about eating right or what is good or what you like.
Yeah. No, but the stuff that you cook and stuff that I see on your podcast, on your Instagram and stuff, it's pretty amazing. So
I'm gonna cook for you one day.
All right. Yeah. Sounds like a deal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about food from around the world.
Okay.
This is stuff that is the shit, or it's kind of a weird...
What you do before? What after? Yeah.
You eat and then you do the shit.
And then you do the shit.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about, and I don't. And if I'm saying this wrong, if anybody's listening, put it in the comments. Whatever, it's cool. But it's hackerel. Hackerel.
What is that?
It's from Iceland.
Okay.
So what they do is, it's the rotting carcass of a shark.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they do is they dig a hole underground, right? And then they put a shark that's buried underground in a shallow pit. Then they put stones on top so that all the internal fluids will drain out.
Yes.
Right? And what sharks have inside so that they can survive in the cold.
Oh, yes.
And once that is ready, then they hang it out to dry.
Okay.
And then after they do that, they cut it into strips and serve it as food. Like beef jerky, yeah. But it says it has a smell that's ammonia rich, and it has a strong fishy flavor.
Okay, I don't think I can eat that, but okay.
Yeah. That's to me that's a pretty interesting piece of food. Anthony Bourdain, you're familiar with Anthony Bourdain? He said
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, he's a great. I loved watching his show.
Yeah.
And so a lot of this stuff, I mean, I looked up, they get mentioned a lot. Anthony Bourdain and Andrew Zimmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're going to say Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. But Andrew Zimmer and Anthony Bourdain both had travel shows where they would go eat stuff.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, right. Actually, Gordon has one show on Disney Plus. It's about that. Have you seen it?
Nope.
No? He has one on Disney Plus.
About traveling
and eating around the world.
That's my dream job. If anybody wants to pay me to travel around the world to eat food.
You can do it. People used to tell me you can do anything. Money from drinking wine.
Yeah.
I do it. I can do it. Everybody can do it.
Let's do it.
If I can do it, everybody can do it.
Yeah, that's my dream job. Hey, I want you to travel around the world and tell me what you think about this food. I'll be like, I'm down.
It's the perfect job.
Let's do it. Food, and if you want me to tell you what I think about your cigars, I'm down for that too. I'm in.
Yeah.
This is a delicacy in Japan. Mm-hmm. Tuna eyeballs.
The eyeballs of the fish.
The eyeballs of the fish.
They eat. Okay. Well, it's Japan. They eat practically everything.
Apparently, It's very tame, and it tastes like octopus or squid.
Okay, I like octopus.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you're eating an eye. It's like I'm eating an eye.
But in Mexico, they eat tacos de ojo, no?
Yes, and from brains.
From brain.
Yeah,
so
tacos de sesos.
So isn't that like?
Brains.
Is it similar? Do you think?
In the taste, the flavor, or probably.
I think that's weird. Like to eat an eyeball taco.
I have the evil tacos. No, I haven't ever tried it. But the tacos of the brain tacos. I don't know how to say it in English, but it's practically brains.
Sesos,
I have tried it. Sesos. I have tried it, and they're good.
It's good?
Yeah. With lime and the salsa, they're pretty good.
I think lime and salsa just make everything good, you know?
Yes.
Like here's a shoe.
Put some lime and salsa and you're going to be fine.
You're going to be fine. Cook it at 450 degrees, for 2 hours.
And
lime and salsa, tortilla, and you got it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of those weird foods, the eyeballs.
Okay, yeah.
Surströmming. It's from Sweden.
Sweden, okay.
Okay.
What is that?
This is a Baltic sea herring. It's a type of fish.
Okay.
That is fermented enough. You put salt to keep it from rotting, and then they put it in a brine, and it's in a can.
Okay.
So this sea strumming they eat like for Christmas and stuff, and when they open it up, it's like the nastiest smell you can have.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so it's kind of like rotted fish.
Rotted fish in salt.
In salt.
That's all.
Yeah.
They don't cook it. I mean, heat something.
Well, when I was looking up the information, it said that a lot of those Baltic countries, a lot of the countries like Sweden, Iceland, Greenland, that they actually have a lot of different forms of rotten fish that it's like a delicacy.
Okay.
Even one of the chefs was mad because he was saying, people don't come to our country because they think that's all we eat.
It's like Mexicans with tacos.
Mexicans with tacos. Because I was looking up food from around the world, and I mean, a lot of countries eat bugs.
Yes.
Mexico eat bugs.
We do.
But it was like a lot of bugs. I was like, what's with the bugs? Like everybody's eating bugs.
They have a lot of protein.
Yes. There was a cookie that had wasps.
What?
Yeah, avispas.
Yeah. I know what a wasp is. But what?
Yeah, cookies. It said, imagine a cookie that instead of it having chocolate chips, it had wasps.
I know.
Yeah. Spiders, giant spiders. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Have you ever had
what?
Soft shell crab?
No.
Okay, so there's
I don't think so. How is it in Spanish?
Soft shell crab es un cangrejo sin cáscara.
Ah, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, well, I had it one time. I was in New Orleans, and they had soft shell crab, and apparently the crab gets rid of its shell, and then they fish it out while it still has a new shell. That's how it's soft.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then they batter and deep fry it.
Like lobsters?
Yeah, but no,
they fry it
está empanizado.
Okay.
Y luego frito.
Okay.
Right. So I got a soft shell crab in New Orleans. I was like, oh. First thing, it came out. It looked like a giant spider.
Yes.
Right. And I was like, whoa, it looks like I'm eating a giant tarantula.
No. Okay, I don't think I can eat that. I am arachnophobic, so I don't think I can eat that.
No. And then I bit into it.
Okay.
And it just squirted into my mouth.
No. I'm out.
And it was like this super fishy, salty taste. It was so much it went up into my nostrils that I was gagging. I was like, oh my God. So I don't know. Maybe it was that one time. Maybe it wasn't done right. Maybe it was, but I've never wanted to try it again.
I don't know. Like I say before, there are some things that shouldn't be done.
No. Yeah, I mean, who's the first guy to do it? You know?
It's like the first time, the first guy who discovered the milk. What the hell he was doing with the vaca? With the cow? I mean, what the hell he was doing with the cow?
Yeah.
To know where the milk come from.
He's all like...
and just doing it, and then I'm gonna taste it.
Yeah. It's a little weird, right?
It's a little weird.
Or the egg.
Yeah.
Like whose idea was it to crack an egg and then eat it?
To see where the egg come from, and see, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, so it's
that
crazy.
just come from the ass of a chicken. I'm gonna eat it.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of eggs, they have a century egg. Have you heard of this?
No.
100-year-old egg.
Okay.
Right in China.
In China.
Yeah, and pretty much. I've seen a documentary on the 100-year egg. It's not really 100 years old, but it's completely rotten. It's black.
Yes.
And it's a delicacy. It says
they actually eat it.
They eat it. Yeah. It says it's neither a century or a millennium old. This egg is pretty rotten. After being preserved in a mixture of clay, ash, quicklime for a few months, the yolk turns dark green or even black, slimy, and white. Has to turn to a dark brown, translucent jelly.
Okay.
Apparently, it smells strongly of sulfur and ammonia, but tastes like a hard-boiled egg until you breathe out. That's what the article said.
Until you die.
So my question is, why not just eat a hard-boiled egg? Right? If it tastes like a hard-boiled egg, why go through?
Why you have to wait 100 years? Why? No, people eat so very. I don't know, weird things.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know what Vegemite is?
What?
Vegemite.
No. Maybe I do, but in English I don't know.
Well, Vegemite is something that they talk about all the time, being from Australia.
Okay.
And they laugh and they go, yeah, like they want to play a prank on tourists. They're like, give them Vegemite, give them Vegemite. I never knew what Vegemite was. I always thought Vegemite was some sort of vegetable meat mixture or something that they canned. Like you know what Spam is?
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was like Australian
something like that.
Yeah. No, I was way off.
What is that?
It's made from yeast extract, a byproduct of brewing beer.
Okay.
Marmite, or Vegemite as it's known in Australia, is essentially the slurry from the bottom of the barrel that most breweries just throw away.
Okay.
It's a sticky brown paste with a concentrated salty flavor that's usually spread on toast or eaten with cheese. People either love it or hate it.
I figure here in Mexico we have something like that when we make carnitas. And this, I don't know how to say it, el caso.
Yeah.
And this big thing. Okay, when you do it, when you finish to do the carnitas and you clean up the caso, and in the bottom of the caso, there's this kind of paste, brown dark paste. Se le llaman asientos.
Okay.
It's all of the carnitas who fell.
The settle
of the carnitas. And if you eat that in a tortilla,
it's delicious.
Yes, it's delicious. Like a taco, la tortilla, lime salsa. I know, I've said it before, but yeah. It's
lime and salsa.
Lime and salsa. It's so good, and it's basically the leftovers.
But it's pork.
It's pork.
Yeah. So carnitas, for all my American friends that are listening here, I mean, it's literally pork. And
deep fried pork.
Deep fried pork. And so when they're cutting the pork, you get all the little shavings. What we call that in the U.S. is we called it chop.
Okay.
Right. So
here we call it asientos.
So you get the chop from the pork, and it's when they're cutting it too, like on a cutting board, and you get all the little pieces left over. They'll actually make that into a sandwich.
Yeah.
Chopped brisket or chopped pork.
It's the same.
But this is what's left over from beer.
Okay. I don't think that tastes good. Have you ever smelled the smell of fermentation? That smell.
No, not necessarily. Of yeast or what?
Yeah.
No.
Of yeast. No? It's so, how do I say it? Like vinegar with something sweet, but not, you can like imagine what is exactly, but it's weird. The smell is weird. So I don't think it tastes good, but people eat it.
What's left over from brewing, and apparently it's a big deal in
where was
Australia.
Yeah.
But they're always trying to make fun of it. One of the things that I saw a documentary on this one actually, and I when I was researching the information, bird's nest soup.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a soup.
They use the nest like a can? Or the plate or some or what?
No, they get the nest. They have to, first of all, the documentary that I saw, they had to climb up into the hills or into caves. And they get the nest. And then they put that in a soup, in a broth. With starch and chicken broth and stuff like that. And then it dissolves. Okay. Right? And bird nest soup, the thing about it is that the bird, it's a special kind of bird. Let me see if I can find that.
What bird it is? Is this a special flavor?
It's a swallow. Okay. Let me see. I have a lot of information.
That sounds weird.
It's a swiftlet bird, right? And it collects the little twigs for its bed. It builds, but it uses its saliva. Okay. To make it all stick together. Yeah. So you get that bird saliva in your soup.
Okay. That is what you're looking for, to have the bird saliva.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. But that's what gives the flavor to it.
It gives it the flavor, yeah. The demand of bird nest dishes in places like Hong Kong outweighs the supply. Okay. So a pound of bird nests it costs you about $4,500. Okay,
it's expensive.
$4,500. Okay. Yeah.
For eating
for a pound of bird. Yes.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be a delicacy in the Philippines and different places.
Asians.
Yeah.
Asians.
Yeah. So that's one of the biggest things. But the one I wanted to talk about, and maybe you have information, and but this is what I haven't tried it yet, but I've been wanting to try it every time I go to Mexico, and then I chicken out. Wheat la coche.
Why?
I don't know.
Because of the color?
Because it's a fungus.
Yes, it is.
But so are mushrooms, right?
Yeah. I think, or I think it's because of the color, because it's black.
I don't care about the color.
No, it's not the color. So what? The smell?
I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't know what I've never tried a dish with wheat la coche.
Okay, it's so particular because it's not a mushroom. It doesn't taste like a mushroom, and it tastes a little bit like dirt. Okay. But it's difficult to explain because it's a very particular flavor.
Gritty, yeah. And see, when I researched wheat la coche in the past, because I wanted to know what it was, it said that it's a fungus that grows on corn. Yeah. And it's a blue fungus that grows on corn, kind of bluish, blackish. But it said that in other countries, they burn their whole crop down when that happens. But in Mexico, they're like, we can cook that. It's delicious.
Well, we can eat it. Yeah, it's yummy. In Mexico, the dish where you find it, like most of it, is in quesadillas. Okay. It's like famous in the quesadillas. It's really good? Yeah, it's really good. It's not bad, but it's something you don't taste every day, and it's something like very particular. Like I say ahorita with the alcachofas. It's very, I don't know, how do you say it?
It's a unique
gusto
flavor.
Adquirido.
An acquired taste.
Yes. You have to try it. Maybe you don't like it at first,
but then you get used to it.
You have to give it a second chance.
I'll give it a second chance. Yeah. So the next time I go to Mexico, I'll definitely try wheat la coche. Yes. And for all my non-Spanish speaking people, that's spelled with an HUITLACOCHE. And it's pronounced wheat la coche.
Wheat la coche.
And if you look at the pictures, it's pretty intimidating. It looks like a cancerous tumor growing on the outside of a...
Yes, it does. And it's like blue, dark. It's very intimidated.
Yeah, it's intimidating. So I haven't tried it. That's on my bucket list. But thank you for joining me on this episode of The Shit.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was so fun.
And you know what? There's a lot of food that we didn't even discuss. So maybe we'll have to do another episode.
Come back?
Yeah, you got to come back.
Yeah, I got to come back.
Thank you for joining me. Where can people find you?
I can be found on Instagram, mostly. That's where I am all the time, all day. Like Jessie AP, _ al final.
Yeah, so it's Jessica AP.
Jessie. Nada más el Jessie.
Okay, Jessie.
Without the K. AP.
AP. Underscore.
Yeah. Y como Otra Ronda, el podcast.
And Otra Ronda, el podcast. Make sure you guys tune in and they learn about wines, whiskeys, food. It's all...
Everything. All you can drink and eat, we have it.
They got it. So check it out. Give it a shot. You can find me as Tu Amigo Sam on my social media and my YouTube page. And please give it a like and subscribe. Put the little notification button, make some comments. You know, it helps me out a lot. And also, you can find me on my social media. Oh, no, I said Tu Amigo Sam. You can find me on podcast, Spotify, and different podcast platforms as Sta Cagado Podcast. That's it for this episode of This Shit. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Hopefully we can do this soon. Thank you.
Yes.
You got to get me some Huitlacoche quesadillas.
Of course.
Y'all have a good one.
Of course.